Yes, we are live, and it is the morning. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, just a quick update. So yeah, finally we've got another chair, which is absolutely perfect. So yeah, I have had a SecretLab chair before actually. As I was saying a few weeks ago, I bought that for quite a lot of money. You'd like £500+, and yeah, unfortunately ended up selling it. It was just circumstances at the time, just family, and yeah, I didn't actually have a PC either, so I was doing a lot of console playing. Sold the desk and the chair, and I think I sold the chair for pretty much 50% off. So yeah, a little bit, looking back, a little bit frustrating, because there's nothing wrong with the chair. It was absolutely immaculate. So it was the Dark Knight Evo XL, so it's the 22 model. Yeah, really good chair, and I had an extra backrest with it, and yeah, all the bits. So yeah, so what we've done now is just move that way. Forgot how heavy these things are, but yeah, so that's the setup there, and I'll yeah, just show you a quick view. So just for reference, I am sort of like 6'2", so you can see a lot of people do ask what size should you get. So looking at that, I'd say that's pretty perfect really. So say if you're sort of above 6 foot, everyone's sort of in that impression of, do you go for a regular look in here, everything. I know I'm in shorts at the minute, but that's with the armrest the furthest. I know you can obviously move them, it's been a while actually, there we go, so you can move them in and out, or just in, but underneath you can actually move them closer, but I've just kept them as sort of the standard, so the furthest away, and to be honest, the fine. Maybe I could move them in a little bit, but yeah, I quite like having legs spread open, arms spread, and yeah, so I'm not too bothered. Pretty comfortable, to be honest. So yeah, so just for reference, so if I sit up there, and I'm 6'2", so yeah, this is the XL as well. So yeah, just in case anyone's looking, I read hundreds and hundreds of forums. You're probably talking every forum on Reddit, and it was, what chair do you go for? Do you go for like the Razer Iska XL? Do you go for the under-seat chairs, which I've sat on? One, it wasn't a bad chair, it was just more, there wasn't any inbuilt lumbar support on the one I could test, so it came with sort of the XL headrest and the XL sort of lumbar. So yeah, the chair itself, once you took that away, there wasn't really much to the chair, unfortunately. But yeah, so I've had the leather chair before, sold that, and I thought I'd try the soft weave one. The reason being is, I know everyone complains they're quite a solid seat, and I've never really had a problem. I'm probably 14 stone, is that 89 kilograms or so? So I'm not the heaviest, I'm quite a slim build. This is, and I said this is the XL, but I've got no issue whatsoever. So I've literally just sat on it now, and genuinely I've paid out my own money, so I don't get anything for free, anything to review. So, but I could definitely 100%. It's actually put me at ease, to be honest, because I was really nervous on, have I made the right choice? It's a lot of money to buy, and then you think, are you going to sit on it? Is it going to feel like a brick again? And but yeah, the other one, the leather one, felt a bit firmer. This one in the soft weave actually feels quite soft. Yeah, maybe a footrest would be nice at some point, but I've got it on the lower setting. You can see sort of my leg. So I do have my shorts on, but there's enough gap there. And as I said, plenty of room behind the head anyway. So, but yeah, I'll just get straight into it. So that is the chair. The only thing I bought as well on top of it was the lumbar support here. So it's basically, yeah, it's just a bit of a memory foam cushion, but it does fit the standard and the XL perfect. So I think they must have the same sort of depth here in the chairs. So, but yes, that's the colour. So that's the cookies and cream chair. So yeah, just quick update. I think it's really nice. I was very tempted to go for black, because I've sort of tried to get a white build PC, and then it's slowly getting more sort of black bits with the webcam and the mouse, and but I thought that actually complements it quite nice. So yeah, so I thought a bit of a black and white build sort of thing. But yeah, the chair, I know they're quite solid, but it's really soft. The fabric is really soft, and obviously when you've got this sort of stuff, I forgot how you do all this now, but it's got all that, and you can turn, there is a way to turn it. I think it's that one, isn't it? So you can turn it in and out, and it's pretty standard. To be fair, they are pretty much the same on most chairs now. So yeah, the only thing you do get on the XL one is you get the bigger casters as well. So yeah, when I opened it up, I was a bit like, oh my god, what have I done? Should I have gone for the regular one? Because they are a bit of a lump, but the chair is heavy. But yeah, but everything's looking good. It does look nice. Obviously, you do get, same with sort of the 22 models. They're pretty much the same. I think all they've done is put 24 on the box, to be honest. I think, yeah, but that's all magnetic, isn't it? I'm not saying there's any issue. It seems to go down quite low anyway. So yeah, it's quite good. And then obviously that's the back. Everything is on there, so it's really soft. What I've noticed actually is when you get the oh no, I can't do that. You'll have to play the music to do that one. But yeah, I won't me. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, but what I found is with the soft weave one, it doesn't seem to have the imperfections the leather gets. So when I'm looking around it, obviously there's different bits in the weave, so you can't really tell. There might be a few bits where the texture's different, but you don't tend to get the creases. So when I bought the leather one, SecretLabs actually sent me another dark night backrest because there was actually yeah, so there's actually a crease in the leather at the top here and on the back, so there's a few creases on it, so they sent that across. And they also had to send me a new armrest because that was scratched, and they sent me a new underneath the tilt mechanism because that had a few issues with it. But touch wood, with this one, unless they might have, it feels like they've changed the quality of it, to be honest. The packaging was different as well, so yeah, it just seems to have different packaging, a little bit of a different assembly process, and just the quality, just straight out the box, everything was more padded. There's sort of, even round these bits which tend to scratch, these had sort of like plastic covers around them, which was quite a good addition. So everything was a little bit better packaged, everything came quite good. Yeah, so whether they've just done some improvements to sort of quality control on their end, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the chair there. That's obviously the PC and all up and running there. But yeah, I think it looks all right. And obviously on top of that, I've turned into one of them people, haven't I? Where I didn't do it by choice. It was just more by chance of the chair. As I said, I was looking at that many Reddit posts, and this is the Magnus. This is the XL desk as well. So you can see the cable management is, apart from the cable going in, it's pretty good, to be fair. Everything goes into that tray there. So yeah, so obviously all the mess is sort of behind there, hidden, and what you then see is you see a bit more of a clean setup there. So, but yeah, I think it actually looks all right, the chair. As I said, I was a little bit nervous on the colour and everything. So yeah, all good. Thanks everyone. Yeah, so we'll yeah. But as I say, I'm 6'2". How long, guys? Let's have a look. So I'll set the chair up. It's probably about 15 minutes or so. It's literally just 4 screws to take out, slide the backrest on, put the wheels just snap in, so that's pretty easy. So yeah, thanks for joining again. Good to see everyone. So yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, so it was casted straight in. That slides on, you screw it on, and then the tilt mechanism is just 4 screws as well. So it is really straightforward. Obviously the XL one is a little bit heavier. It's the same with the desk. When I had the desk, I did that on my own, and it says you need 2 people, and a little bit of a struggle. I just had to sort of, yeah, it's a bit like a powerlifting sort of thing. But yeah, so just for reference, everyone, I know if anyone's interested, I'm 6'2", and it just shows you that seems the sort of perfect size, sort of behind the knees. So there's a lot of room really. Obviously, I have got the lumbar support in. If I move back without it, then you can see that room does disappear slightly. The back's the same though, but it's just more the depth. So it's just sort of taking into account that thickness there. But yeah, so it's a little bit expensive, to be honest, that. So obviously I bought the chair, bought this. This actually came within a couple of days. The chair was a little bit slower. It probably took about a week to, just over a week, I'd say, week and a half to get here. So whether that's just a UK thing, but overall it was pretty quick. It's just the delivery company they use in the UK, they tend to do a quality control check on all the packages, and it just delays everything, and the collection, etc. And I know there's been sales on, so It's there's probably been more orders to process, hasn't there? But yeah, but everyone sort of forum wise, it was, yeah, as I was saying, I've been on every forum on Reddit possible. So I went on every forum looking at, do I go for the Razer chair? Do I go for the SecretLab chair? I was a bit nervous because I've had a SecretLab chair, so I thought, well, I've just sold one for half price, immaculate, a couple of years ago. Do I spend the money again or not? But yeah, the under seat isn't a bad option either, but I think they tend to be more expensive than the SecretLab at the minute. So it just depends on the sale. And then the other one was the Seahoo, sort of the sort of the mesh chairs, but it's quite difficult to get just in the UK. So they just tend to do like a bit of a US and Europe sort of sales. So and then the other one I was looking at, like the Howard Fern chairs, which are like, they're on sale from about 1100 to 800. But in the UK again, you can only get the one option, so you can just get a black preset option. So when you look at like Europe and the US, you can actually go on and configure it and pick if you want lumbar, the depth, etc. So yes, that sort of ripped that one out. The only supply was in London, and it was sort of even more than the off sale price. So the standard, so I think they're about 1200 standard, and the company in London wanted, I think it's about 1400. So you're sort of into like you're sort of into like Miller, Herman Miller sort of prices, like the Aerons and the Logitech. I'm trying to think what it is now. The Logitech, God, I forget what it is. The one with like the sort of like skeletal back on it, and that's probably like £1,400–1,500. So yeah, a lot of money, to be honest. But yeah, as I say, in the chair, if you're above, I'd probably even say like 5'10". I know a lot of people, because if I'm 6'2", there's not a lot. You could probably get away with it easy. So I think it's just more the depth of the seat which can cause problems. But if you do get something, so I've got like this extend, just the box here, I've not opened it yet, but if you did have something like that, then obviously when you're looking at your legs, it does give you that depth. So yeah, there's always ways around it. What they were saying is you're better getting a bigger one sometimes, because you can always adjust sort of yourself. You can buy cushions and you can buy footrests, but yeah, just depends what people are after, to be honest. But yeah, I'll go into the PC setup in a minute as well. So, but yeah, so this is definitely not a review copy. It'd be nice if it was free, but obviously it's everything's out my own money on the desk. And yeah, with the desk, I was just thinking, if I'm getting a desk, I've gone through quite a few different desks recently, so I was like, if I'm going to do it, I'll just get the one I want, because I'll just end up getting a cheaper one and then wanting that anyway. So I thought we'll just do it. It's a one-off cost for everything, and then I'm not changing the setup. I've done the wall, so that's all done now. So yeah, so let's have a look there. Yeah, so that's the chair there. Okay, and then this is the PC. So yes, obviously we've got the Magnus XL. So this is the desk. I do admit it does get a little bit dusty, to be honest. That's the only, I wouldn't say a complaint with it, but it's just depends how much stuff you've got in the room. But it seems to be like a bit of a matte leather, so it does come with the full size. It's like a bit of a magnetic top on it. So well, the desk's magnetic. What it is, it's sort of wood under built. I think it's sort of wood inside. It's like a metal sort of plate right around it, so everything's like magnetic. So my keyboard's actually magnetic to it, because it's the K70 it's got magnets underneath for this. But what it does is it actually magnets to the desk, which is a bit crazy. But yeah, the PC, to be honest, it's not too crazy. It's there's no 4090 or anything in it like that, but it's a 4070 Ti in there. So I've got the Lee & Lee case, so it's a really good case actually. So I'm not sure which. I think North's probably that way. There's a few bits out there. Let's have a look. So yeah, so we've got the 4070 Ti in there. I've got obviously the this is the GPU mount, but you can see the sag you get on. So it just pushes it. Yeah. So if you look at that, it does sag quite a lot actually. So I bought that for about £10. So yeah, when you get the Lee & Lee cases, you do get the 3 fans in the front. And then I've bought the 240, the AIO, so that's the all-in-one cooler, which is effectively this here. I've got 16 gig of RAM, which is struggling, to be honest, at the minute. Yeah, definitely struggling with some of the newer games. and that's it. I've got 1 terabyte, which is an absolute headache, and it's got a 750 watt power in there, so that's the only thing limiting me. I think if I was to ever upgrade this to sort of maybe 4090 in the future, that I'd have to swap for definite, and then yeah, stuff like the RAM. I'm on DDR4 at the minute as well, so the motherboard's the Z790 there, so let's have a look. So yes, that's really easy to close there, and then we've got the HyperX, that's the mic, so that's the HyperX mic. Obviously it costs a little bit more in white, but it was just to try and so yeah, so in the hardware, sorry, it's got the Intel i5 13600K, so that was the best one at the time I could get for the i5, and then we haven't got 2 there, so there's 1 terabyte in there. Got the 4070 Ti, so that's the Aero edition, so that's sort of the white, that's as white as I could get, and that's the Snow edition case. So yeah, so that's that one, and that's the Corsair 3600, and that's just 2 sticks of, it's the Vengeance, so it's just 2 sticks of 8 gig. So I do really need to start updating that. That's the HyperX mic. It's been really good actually. It's got all the controls on there. You can actually control everything as well through the app. We've got Logitech G502, so I'll be doing a giveaway on this as well if I don't drop it and break it. So yeah, really good really good mouse actually. The only reason I want to do a giveaway is I just want to get a white one basically, just to match that. So I thought, yeah, so the PC is designed for gaming, yeah, so I built it pretty much to do the streams. I'd say the only thing I'm struggling with is the RAM. When I'm streaming, I've got OBS running, YouTube in the background, that sort of stuff. It does struggle a little bit. Yes, that's the mic. Then we've got the K70 keyboard. This is the one I did that video on actually. So you do get the let's have a look. What's it called? So you do get the Corsair. What's it called? The IQ software. That's the one. So let me have a look here. So yeah, so this is the one where you can change the colours. It's the same for the HyperX as well. So you end up with a lot of software and the stuff like that as well. That's the Gigabyte software to change that colour. So yeah, so basically when I did that video a few weeks ago, you go into lighting effects there. It always throws me actually on how I get to that point, but you can change everything through this software. It does take me a minute to mess about and know exactly what I'm doing. It looks like it's updating, doesn't it? So if we go on to there, so I think is this it? Let me have a look. Maybe this isn't lighting effects. Yeah, so you can actually change everything pretty much. Yeah, so it's got all that sort of stuff on it, and I'm just trying to work out how I got to yeah, so just go a bit crazy actually. So close that off a little bit. Yeah, so it starts going a bit wild. So if I go on to devices, go on to that. I'm just trying to work out how I got the effect for everybody. So if I go on to there, I'm sure it was somewhere. Performance, profiles, lighting effects, go to murals. There was definitely a way I could do it. Obviously I'm not doing too well on this video to find it. But yeah, you could basically get on. It's annoying that actually, because it was, where is it? So I've got that one. Profile 2. Go on to home. I don't think it's on the home. It's definitely around here. Definitely on here. It's normally under lighting effects, so let me just double check. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. Assignment library. Not got anything in the library. Performance. Don't think that's it. Lighting effects. There we go. Done it. Finally done it. Let me have a look. So if you go on to custom lighting, there we go. This is it. So when I did that video the other week, so which is actually my most viewed video, which is crazy. So yeah, so it's basically give me 20 seconds. Yeah, so there we go. So yeah, so you can basically map all the light into whatever you want. Obviously then the song just goes on top of it. So yeah, so that's basically, but when you go onto there you can actually change alternate colours or random colours. So you could actually have it yeah, so you could actually have it just blue if you wanted, or you could have it alternating, so you could have blue and red. So yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Yeah, you can, you don't need it, but it's £100 for the keyboard on sale. But yeah, definitely it has been a really good keyboard actually. It's a little bit louder than I'm used to, a little bit sensitive, but yeah, you can actually change the speed as well, which is crazy. So you can have it fast like that, or you can actually have it like really slow, so it just trickles around. So yeah, there's loads of different sort of things you can do, and then obviously you can have it just on random like that. So so the PC was probably, it was under £2,000 anyway for everything. So it was mainly, a lot of stuff's come down now, isn't it? So you can actually get like the 4070s cheaper, the i5s have come down. It just depends when you get it. When I actually sorted this PC, it cost more. It's just the white parts at the time, so like the case just cost a bit more, and even like the mic, and there's just little bits. So, but yeah, so that's that. You usually just have it on random colours, but you can actually have it on waves. You can have sort of preset raining and yeah, all sorts of whatever you want really. So you can have it on waterfall colours. So yeah, out the box, it's pretty good software actually. So that's a bit of a colour shift. So there's, yeah, all sorts, and then there's stuff like that. So you can get a bit carried away with it if you want, but what's cool is you can actually just change, like if you're gaming and you just want certain keys lit up, you can actually have it, yeah, you can have a little different keys. So I've got that and that now, or I can turn that off and have all those, or I could just have 1 to 6 and that, and then what you can do then is you can change all the colours of it as well. So you can actually change all that. So and then to change zones, you can add different zones. So yeah, it gets a little bit crazy, but yeah, pretty cool. And then what else have I got? So the setup, so this is the MSI monitor, so it's 144 hertz on HDMI and 170 hertz display port. So I am running the display port on it. So it's about £200 the monitor, so it's nothing. It's not too expensive, to be honest, for what it is. So it's a 1440p monitor. So it's yeah, obviously not 4K, but for what I do and stream, sort of pairing up with the 4070, it seems to be the best combination. And then on top of that, I've got the just open that up a bit so you can see. Yeah, so I've got the Azopa. So that this is the portable monitor. So it is really thin actually. So that is a 1080p. 144 hertz that. So yeah, so it's really good, and obviously if you put it there you can sort of position it and slide it so it all sort of syncs together. And the only thing you do get is quite a few cables with stuff. So I've got one cable for the power, one cable into the PC, and one power cable into the wall. So it's a little bit crazy, but the only good thing with the desk is the power comes up here. So once you open this tray up, I'll just show you really quick. So the power cord plugs in to the top here somewhere. Yeah, so in there, and then I've got, so you can actually have all your power in there, and then basically you just close that tray, and then I'll just keep the soundbar there out the way. But and then all these cables, that's HDMI cable. You can just, if you're not using stuff like that, you can just slot it out the way in there without scratching everything. So yeah, so and then there's a bit of a lip anyway, so it does, yeah, so how clean that gets now. Yeah, so that's the screen, so that looks good. So like the games I've been playing, a bit like, if I just load it up quick, so it does look really good actually. So I'll just show you. So when I do the streaming, what we do is, I think you don't need your controller. So I've got an Xbox controller, so that's just the blue one off Amazon, so it's nothing too special. I did actually have the Halo one, so I'll use the screen auto self-destruct. Yeah, so that's and obviously I've got the soundbar there for everything. So it shows you the screen for 1440p, £200. It is really crisp. As I said, the only thing I'm struggling is at the minute is when I'm streaming. Here, well, you can see it now. It's taken a little while, but once you're on, so this is what we've been playing. sort of doing this stream last night pretty late. So yeah, so it's just showing you an idea. I know this stream is supposed to be about chairs, and then obviously I've just got an iPad. I'm not sure what iPad it is. I think it's the Air. iPad Air, got some dinosaur stickers on there, but yeah, so that's good for just getting all sort of YouTube up and yeah, all the stuff coming up. So yeah, so it is showing on live there at the minute, isn't it? So potentially I could watch me talking to myself if I wanted to. So yeah, so it's loading a little bit, and then yeah, so we're on. So it just shows you. Yeah, can you see the freeze now? So the PC's frozen. So I think it's the RAM. I think whether I've got the graphics too high, I'm not sure. Everything's on high. It's running 180, so it's probably just above the refresh rate. So I don't think you can lock it on here, but I'll have to have a look. But just gives you an idea of the graphics, everything on there. So and then what you can do is you can it just shows you actually at the screen as well. So it's really good for space saving anyway. So that was the reason really to get it. So yeah, it's been really good. But as I said, we'll move back round to me. Yeah, so that's the setup. So we've got the SecretLab desk, which does go probably too high. But what they were saying is with the SecretLab chair, it should the lower setting it should slide under here, so it shouldn't. You should be able to. Yeah, should be able to get under there, so everything should fit perfect. So yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, so that's the spin it round without hitting everything. There we go. So that's the setup as it is now. So yeah, so we'll end the stream in a minute, but it was just more showing the chair. But that is the XL size. I'm 6'2". I've got it. To be honest, I've got it on the lower setting, and it probably is. I'm probably is on the limit of. I probably do need a full rest at some point. I can't hang my legs, but yeah, I probably could go a bit higher, but it's not a problem. So yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. It was only a quick stream, but yeah, spin it around there, and that's everything setup wise. So as I said, I've tried to sync everything. You can even sync these lights here to this and sync it to there. So I've got that purple, got everything. Obviously I've changed that now, but everything was sort of trying to sync up to that at one point. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's been I'd say it's been a long journey. It's been a bit of a journey, different rooms. So I've moved the PC from different rooms in the house. I've had a desk before, which was a height one, sold that, got another desk, got a SecretLab chair, ended up selling that half price, pretty much new, but I didn't have the PC, so I only got this last year. I think it was October time. So yes, that was all done. I've still got all the boxes for everything there. So yeah, I've got pretty much everything still there, keep everything. So yeah, that's it for today. I think it was just more showing the chair. As I said, I've read at least over 1,000, pretty much every Reddit forum on SecretLab chairs versus Razer chairs versus Underseat versus Howard Fern versus Herman Miller. And it's funny when people say you're looking at like a £300 to £500 chair, say, and they go, "Oh, I've sold it, just get the Herman Miller," and it's like, well, that's £1,500 chair, so you could buy 3 of these chairs for that. So obviously, when you're comparing more expensive chairs, you might get better quality with the Herman Miller chairs and sort of longevity and yeah. So, but for the most part, it's the SecretLab chair, especially on sale. As I said, there's usually sales for everything, and yeah, so there's usually sales, and I think there's a sale on at the minute. So I actually bought this chair literally a day before the sale. So I bought it on the Friday, and I think the sale came on I'm not sure if it was a Saturday or Sunday. So yeah, missed out on that. But if you do put your birthday in, which you could just put a date in, you do get I think it's a £60 or £80 voucher off. So it worked out the same if I was using the voucher and the sale, but I'm not sure if you can use a voucher on top of a sale. So yeah, maybe I've lost out a little bit. So the code I had, just put it to the sale price. So it's not a problem. But they have sent me a £20 voucher on accessories anyway for the desk. So I might end up just putting that PC under there, mounting it maybe. That's one of the accessories I was looking at. So, but to be honest, I quite like it on the desk. It's just quite nice to see it and access it. I'm not sure if it just look a bit tucked away there, and the desk would look a bit empty, I don't know, but yeah, so it's yeah, £20, but a lot of the accessories like £80-90, so stuff like this was £80 for this lumbar sort of thing, which is a bloody hell of a lot of money, but I thought I'll just get the right one and just get the chair, got the desk anyway now, so but yeah, it does add up. But I was thinking, if I was looking at sort of like the Howard Fern chair or the Herman Miller, you're into like over £1,000, you could actually buy like a SecretLab chair with all the accessories and the lumbar for like £500, so it's the XL one does ramp it up a little bit, so you're probably into an extra £100. But as I said, if you look at the sale prices and put your birthday in, then you do get, I think it's about £80 off. So to be honest, I wasn't even using a chair after this. I'll show you what I was using. So I was actually just using that, so like a storage unit. So I've actually gone through I think maybe 3. Yes, that was my other chair there I was using. So the camper van. So I was actually using, and then I've been using that box as well. So yeah, so it's yeah. So as I said, I did have a chair. I sold the chair, but I didn't even have a chair. Then I've had to use like a bit of a dining room chair. But then I've been using boxes because I was found like £15 storage boxes just work really well, like they're comfy, but you just don't get the back support. But yeah, so worst case, if anyone doesn't have a chair, I'd definitely, just from my experience, recommend just getting an ottoman storage box and sitting on it, because I've used one over the years. So before we're in this house, I used one, and I've been using one sort of in between getting different chairs, and I've not had a chair now for 18 months. I sold the SecretLab chair, so yeah, so I've been without a chair for 18 months. I got one, a cheap one, but it was this sort of tilt mechanism had broke, so so that I paid £5 for that and sold that, and bought another one for £5 off Facebook, and that was basically just to fit a desk because I couldn't get one with wheels on it because of the width. So basically, even with like YouTube, I put a lot of effort into YouTube. So like last night I was streaming till sort of like 1 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, I'm sort of round the clock streaming, doing different stuff, and then obviously I work full time, do overtime at work, and then I've got the family. So I've got a son who's 2, so he's got the nursery bits, and got a wife and house, all that sort of stuff. So so the YouTube is I've not made anything money wise off YouTube. I know I put stuff like giveaways, and that's all funded by myself. So all the giveaways we do on games, we've done like the Ghost of Tsushima giveaways, we've done Dead Island 2 giveaways, done Riders Republic giveaways, done Skater XL session, all that sort of stuff. So it's all funded just through me, just trying to support and fund the channel and keep the channel going. So bit disappointed with the Control Freaks side of it, because they were supposed to be sending me, which would have been the first free product I've ever received, but they were going to send some thumbsticks out, and it's been 2 months now, and then the transit and something else and the emails, and I'm just going in different circles to different people. So a little bit frustrating, because I was really excited to get the thumbsticks and just see what they were like, and it was more trying to get the product reviews, and it would have been nice to get a free product for once, because as I said, everything behind me here is all funded by myself. So I did email Corsair to try and, because I've got 23,000 subs now, which is absolutely crazy. I'd never expect that. So I thought, why don't I try and see if I can get, not free products, but try and get a discount or stuff. And Corsair rejected that, which was frustrating, because that was actually the video with the keyboard was the highest viewed video, and that was the Corsair product. And so they rejected the application, which was frustrating. I'm still waiting on if there's ever a Razer one. Obviously I've got the Razer webcam somewhere behind me, there you go, there. So it'd be good to get onto like Razer, but I think a lot of these companies like Underseat, to get a free seat from Underseat you need I think it's 200 or 250,000 subs, which is crazy. So so I'm at a point where I've got more subs than I could ever imagine, and the channel is doing really well, but from a point of getting support, it's really difficult. So as I said, even SecretLabs, the customer support's been, I'd say 10 out of 10 to be honest. They've been really good. Last time I had a chair, they did send me free like replacements when stuff had gone wrong, like the tilt mechanism, the backrest. They'd sent one for free because that had a few issues with the leather. But yeah, even now I've emailed about, could I get a review code for £20 accessories, and they've sent that through. So really, really good every time I've emailed. It's been disappointing on, are there anything you can provide for like to review, or any discounts, and they have said we can't, you have to, there's no sales and we can't do this, you have to apply for this, and I've not heard back from any sponsorship. So yeah, so what I've had to do is just buy everything myself, which isn't a problem, but it would have been nice to get a bit of support to promote stuff. But yeah, so I'm really happy. But as I said, it's all funded by myself, so it's not a crazy setup, but it has taken a long time. It's sort of been like every month just chipping away at, this month I'll get a mouse, this month we'll get that, got the webcam there, we'll get that. A lot of it's off Amazon as well, so I've been doing, you can do like 0% on Amazon, so a lot of the time it's been yeah, been doing stuff like 0%, so like it might be 0% for the webcam, £20 a month, or might be the keyboard 0%, or so yeah. So really, people don't realise, I think, when you're looking at YouTube, I think people think everything's free and reviewed, and for the most part, a lot of people with, say, like 100,000-200,000 subs, yeah, the people who don't need the stuff get it for free, but the people who are, I'm not saying they don't put effort, but the people who need stuff and can't afford stuff are the ones who miss out then. And yeah, just watch videos of people with the latest stuff, and yeah, so it is frustrating. But yeah, as I said, people who have all the thousands of subs, they get a free chair from different companies and then don't use it, and they're probably just stuck put in storage, and there's people out there who actually need stuff. So that's why I tend to do all the giveaways, and I know it's only games or DLC, but it's trying to give back to people watching and supporting the channel. So yeah, so I'll end the stream there. We'll do one more spin there, and yeah, have a good day everyone, and thanks for joining. And yeah, keep a lookout for the giveaways on the channel, and also keep a lookout for the live stream. So as I said, we've been doing, the day's gone there, so I'll drop a link in the comments as well after with sort of the Amazon links to everything if anyone's interested. So as I said, there's nothing in it for me, but it just helps if people want to get to yeah, get set up. So yeah, any questions, just help, and if I can help, I will do. So yeah, thanks everyone, and yeah, speak soon. I'll try and